What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Byron, aka the Mow-Town Hustler, at it once again. It's late, I am a little sleepy, but I wanted to get this video in before I forget, because I've been trying to get this video in, and it's actually about how I got started in doing this lawn service thing. What really drove me into doing this was I wanted to be more in control of my future. I wanted to dictate my own schedule so that I could spend more time with my family. And that's what motivated me. And I realized I didn't have control over my situation when I was employed, and I was let go for 2 weeks. The company hired me back on, but during those 2 weeks, I had the time to reflect on, I really didn't have control of my situation, So I felt like I needed to do something that would give me control. So at that time, I decided to do Uber, and I decided to launch my lawn care company. So that's what started me. And in the beginning, all I had was my truck and a 20-inch Murray push mower. I posted my services on Craigslist. I got a customer that called me, and the service that they needed was weeding, because they had this large area that couldn't be mowed, and they just needed somebody to come through and weed about, I would say, probably a fourth of an acre. It was large, and I didn't have anything but a electric weed eater at the time, a battery powered weed eater at the time. So once I got that request, I had to go out and buy 2 weed eaters. The 2 I bought was Craftsman Kershaw weed eaters. I bought 2 of them, and then I had my brother to help me, and I got paid $100 for that job. And the weed eaters, both of them together, cost me $120. So I didn't turn no profit on that situation, but what it did for me was it gave me 2 weed eaters to go with my 20-inch push mower. So technically I was down $20. But I figured the next job, I'd be in the black. And I thought it would be hard getting new customers. I mean, it kind of was for me to get new customers. It was, but the strategy that I had was there was other guys in the business that needed help, and so I offered to help them out, and we split whatever the take was on it. So, and then this one guy, he had a little lawn service operation, but he didn't have no truck or no car. He was basically riding his bike with his mower attached to the back of the bike, a weed eater strapped to the mower, and he had a handheld blower on his handlebars of the bike while he was on the handle. So I had the opportunity to stop him and talk to him, and he was like, he basically works between 2 to 3 neighborhoods that were fairly close together. And he said between those, he had like 35 customers. So I said, well, surely, riding that bike is getting hard on you. He said, I don't mind, helping you. We could split whatever it is, and you won't have to ride your bike, and you probably could get more work done, so because you won't spend that much time traveling between jobs and exhausting yourself. So we worked that deal out, and it didn't seem that difficult to do because it was 2 of us, and even though I only had that 20-inch push mower, those 2 weed eaters, of course he had his push mower, his weed eater, and it was 2 people on the job, and we started knocking it out pretty quick. And then I started, adding little pieces to my little pieces of equipment to my arsenal. And I think the second piece of equipment I got was a Honda. It was an old model Honda self-propelled mower, and that made my job a whole lot easier. I wasn't pushing, So, and then I had bought a backpack blower. It was a Shindawa, and that thing was a beast, because eventually I didn't have a blower, and the only blower that we had was the one that he had. It was a handheld blower, and of course I had. Originally, I was going to use a broom until I got a blower just to sweep off the sidewalk, which would have took forever, But thankfully, it didn't come to that, And I had ended up getting a backpack blower before I actually had to blow the sidewalk off myself, or driveway. And shortly after that, and after I started, shortly after that, I had got a trailer. Trailer cost me about $900, and I think I got the trailer. Then about 2 weeks later, I actually got a zero-turn mower. I had used some money that I had saved up, and I was rolling after that. And I started getting some customers of my own, and I couldn't always, work with a guy that that was riding his bike. So I had I bought a second truck because I was worried about my truck, being able to haul all the equipment I had planned in my mind to get. So I had got a used. It was a '99 Dodge Ram 2500, the V10 model, and so I had 2 trucks, one with the trailer that I was operating, and then dude that came and talked to me said, "Well, hey, you got 2 trucks. He was like, it would help me out if I could drive one of the trucks to transport my equipment, and I'll basically rent the truck from you and pay you weekly." And I thought about it. I said, well, that's pretty good. That could be pretty good if things went smoothly, which of course at the end of the day they didn't go smoothly. And needless to say, at the current moment I only have one truck. But I only paid $3,000 for that 2,500, and by the time things went south on that, I had pretty much got the money back that I had spent on it, and so I wasn't really out of any money. I still wanted the truck, but it was so badly damaged that, you know, it wasn't nothing I can do with it, and it kind of destroyed the professional relationship that I had with the guy. You know, I felt like I was trying to help him out, and he kind of did me dirty on that. But you know, that was in my first year. I'm now my third year of doing this thing, and I got I'm gonna do a equipment video and show you what I'm working with. But I do have one of my mowers in the shop right now, so I'm waiting to get that back before I start doing my 2018 lawn care setup, which I know is late in the season, but you know, I wanted to wait till I had everything before I did it. So I just wanted to make this quick little video. I know it's going on 11 minutes, 12 minutes, so I ain't gonna hold y'all up too long. Like, comment, subscribe, holla back at your boy. One time.